awash with hot air balloons. The weather conditions are perfect, so join me as I go up, up and away. Virgin Airship Balloon Company kindly allowed me a flight in their Hall Soothers balloon. Whilst pilot Chris Monk was having his briefing prior to the flight, Rick, also a pilot for the company, spared a few minutes with me before they inflated the balloon. Well, at the moment I'm actually sitting in the basket, but shortly I'll be standing in it, and I'm sitting in it with Rick, who's going to be chasing us later on when we're actually up in. It actually takes to inflate it.
Okay, it's the Soothers balloon's a Cameron 105, which means it contains 105,000 cubic feet of hot air. It'll take us about 10 to 15 minutes to fill it full of cold air. First of all, we'll use the fan here to fill it with cold air. Then when it's completely full of cold air, we'll use the burners to heat up the air and be ready to take off.
What do you enjoy about flying in hot air balloons?
That no two flights are the same, because we can only fly with the wind. So you can never just jump in the balloon and take off and not have to think about it. We're always using different winds at different heights to try and find some steer.
And what about the conditions today? How perfect are they?
They look lovely. Yeah, it looks very good.
What makes them so right?
The wind's fairly light. There's enough wind to we have strict limits that we can fly in terms of the wind, and it's well within those limits this evening. Visibility is very good. No thunder risk. No rain around. So it looks ideal ballooning conditions.
So before we actually get into the skies, do you have to have a briefing with all the pilots?
Yes. Yeah.
What's the purpose of that?
To let the pilots know of anything else that they need to know, landowners that don't want the balloons flying low over them, that sort of thing.
So you're going to be chasing us?
I'll be chasing you.
How on earth, guys?
There are. It's quite tricky from a balloon festival like this, where there's nearly 100 balloons in the sky, but it's just a matter of following the balloon and trying to work out on the map where it's likely to go to and where it's likely to land.
Well, good luck trying to find us.
Thank you, and have a nice flight.
Absolutely incredible. As you can tell, the noise is amazing. But just look at the colours, the balloons. The racecourse is filled with hot air balloons about to lift up into the warm August sky. And the heat that I'm now feeling from the burners is incredible. I can't wait. And then it was the moment I'd been waiting for. Once I'd finally managed to get myself into the basket, Simon the cameraman joined me, and then we were off. Chris, first of all, thank you. Tell me a little bit about how high we're going at the moment. How fast are we?
Well, we're not going that fast. We're going a few miles an hour. We've got very light winds tonight, and we're probably about 500-600 feet above the ground. I mean, you can see a lot from here, that's for sure.
So, what has to be right for the conditions to be classed as perfect for flying?
Okay, we need light winds, no rain, and no fog. Really, so we've got to be able to see where we're going. We don't want to get wet, and we don't want to go anywhere too fast.
So is today pretty much a perfect day then?
Perfect, absolutely spot on ballooning weather. As you can see all around you, lots of balloons around. It's a really spectacular sight.
What do you think is so incredible about flying hot air balloon?
I think it's that every flight is different. You can never predict exactly where you're going. You see different things on every flight, so you never get. Have to keep doing that every so often as well.
How did you get into?
I followed one day, got talking to the pilot, and he told me how to join the local club, and I started chasing a friend of mine's balloon, and then he taught me to fly.
So obviously we've got you to find where we're actually going to land.
It's not that easy because we go pretty much in a straight line, and then he has to find a road to come to where we land. So he's got the
Radio contact with you the whole time?
He does, but he's very good, so we don't need to use that.
What do you think of the festival this year?
Fantastic. I mean, after the frustrating time last year where we weren't flying, you know, the first day, 2 fantastic flights, great way to get back into it. Really positive stuff.
Well, we've just flown over the heart of Northampton town centre and we're now on our way to the fields of Northampton. I can just see TJ in the distance in a rather large toilet roll. I have to say the heat here is absolutely incredible, but it's definitely worth it because just look at those views. Somewhere safe to land. By this time we'd reached Duston and Chris found a spot near Halston Firs. Chris, we're about to land. Why have you picked...
Cut stubble field, and it's right next to the main road, away from loads of animals, so it's perfect. So we've had 45 minutes and I think it's a good place to land.
So you had a couple of other options back there of landing. Why didn't you pick them?
Purely because it was such a lovely night and I thought we'd carry on. We're all having a good time, so I thought we'd fly on.
And how hard is the landing? Is it very easy?
It's a lot of concentration, but it won't be a hard landing, it'll be a soft landing.
And then we landed. I had expectations of the landing being really bumpy, but because of such perfect conditions, it was really smooth and gentle. James, as a fellow passenger on our balloon flight, is this your first time ever?
Yes, it is.
And what did you think to
It
it?
was fantastic.
What was so good about it?
Just the views of Northamptonshire, the peace and tranquility when you're up there. Just thoroughly fantastic flight.
Were you nervous when we landed?
I was more nervous when we took off actually.
Really?
It's a bit of a shock to your system when you start ascending and you think, ooh, but coming down was really gentle and yeah, it was quite nice coming back down.
And would you have another balloon flight in the future if you can?
Definitely, as long as it's free.
And that is thanks to Chris, I believe.
It was, yes.
From the landowner for us to deflate the balloon in the field. And then he came to find us. Rick, you've been chasing us.
Yeah, very busy. There's balloons all over the place this evening, but yeah, it was good, and it's such a nice area to fly. There's so many places to land, so it was good. Yeah.
Could you see us a lot of the time?
Most of the time, you dip down behind the trees for a little while just before you landed, but yeah, most of the way I could see you. A great view of all the balloons.
So I'm gathering then that your knowledge of Northampton is getting better by the year.
It seems to be, yeah. Yeah, getting the hang of the roads, I think.
Do you enjoy chasing or would you rather be piloting?
I enjoy both. I mean, it's nice to retrieve for a change, but I obviously enjoy flying as well.
So all in all, we weren't really that hard to find, were we?
No, you didn't manage to hide a great big balloon. No.
Well, that's it. The balloon flight's over, but what an absolutely incredible experience that was. It was so amazingly peaceful up there. For the moment, I'm going to help pack up what it is. Back at the racecourse, night had fallen and it was time for popular with the people of Northampton. don't go away, because after the break there's more of my coverage at the Festival Northampton 2002.
Diamond Lettings are proud to sponsor NTV's coverage of the Festival Northampton 2002. NTV's coverage of the Festival Northampton 2002. Diamond Lettings, premier property management company, a cut above the rest, a total service provider.
It's day 2 of the Festival Northampton 2002 here on the racecourse, and as you can see behind me is the NTV stand. We've got Del Boy, we've got Chuck entertaining the crowds. Let's go and see what they're up to. Mr. Middleton, what are you doing here?
Well, this is the NTV stand. We're at the Festival 2002. Obviously, the idea is to make as many people aware of Northampton TV as possible, and that's why we have the wonderful King of Peckham, Derek Trotter, here, Del Boy himself. He's giving away lots of pucker things, lots of free bags with stuff in, which I think is very interesting. Northampton TV pens, pendants.
I think you don't actually need a PA system. I think your voice is loud enough without it.
There's nothing wrong with being big and loud, Katie. You wouldn't know that, I'm afraid.
Thank you very much. I really liked you beforehand, but I don't think I do anymore. Thank you. You think it's going well?
I've been around here. I was most here yesterday, and I've been around today, and there's a lot of people here. And I think it's a great thing for the community, as well as the fact that lots of people hear about Northampton TV, and I think that's very important indeed, because they need to tune in, because it's a great viewing pleasure.
And of course they get to see you on it.
They get to see me and you.
Of course.
And if we
Oh, poor old Oz the cameraman. Well, thank you, Chuck. We'll leave you to it.
still got a sore head, Kate.
Oh yeah, Oz the cameraman trapped your head in the boot door, didn't he?
Trapped it. Look at that. I haven't forgotten. I'll get you back, my son.
So once Oz the cameraman had recovered from Chuck's threatening behaviour, I had a few words with the man from Peckham himself, Derek Trotter. Del Boy, lovely to see. How many watches have you got?
Oh, these are all the creme de la menthe, sweetheart. Genuine Rolex, you know what I mean?
Are you selling them?
Yeah, they're made in out of Mongolia and everything. You listen. I mean, what do you think of those? Are you with me? They're all genuine, not like, you know what I mean? Not like the ones you get. The looky man in Tenerife.
Hey, I'm going to Tenerife in a few weeks, so I'll have you know.
Oh, yeah, you're still doing that podium dancing then, are you, sweetheart?
Don't tell anybody
I'm
that.
sorry. Hello, sweetheart, how are you? It's my new Raquel, this bird here.
I'm his new Raquel. How are you doing? You having a good day on the NTV
Lovely
stand?
jubbing, nice people here today.
And are the goodie bags going well?
I tell you what, they should be flogging these here. They're giving them away. I mean,
know.
I thought Rodney was the only blonker, but these people, they're actually giving these away.
Goodie bears.
The teddy birds, these are the creme de la menthe, are you with me? The teddy bear world, you know what I'm saying? They've got NTV on them and everything.
I know.
Yeah, they're only £3, you know what I mean?
£3 quid's not bad, is it?
No, it's not. I normally flog them in Peckham for a £5, sweetheart.
£5?
Yeah, even Rodders, he managed to flog them for £4.
Blimey,
Yeah.
O'Reilly. On a more serious note, how long have you been doing this? Because, you look like him, you sound like Del Boy. How long have you been doing it?
I don't know, sweetheart. I don't know. About 6 years, sweetheart.
6 years?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy it? You must be, pull the crowds big time.
It's the bird, this one here. You know.
On that note, I'm going to end the interview there.
Let's go and get a pina colada down a
Okay, let's go.
Kushti.
Well, the racecourse is absolutely heaving with people from Northampton and even further afield. Just look how busy it is. Now, Northampton TV aren't the only media here at the Festival Northampton 2002, because over the other side of the racecourse with a giant stage is BBC Radio. A bit about their presence here at the festival.
Well, we're down here all over the 3 days. It's taken us an awful long time to prepare. What we'll be doing about 4 or 5 actual outside broadcasts. Our first one went out first thing Friday morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, incredibly early. But we came down here for the final balloon lift goes up on Sunday.
So what sort of acts or performances have you got going on stage?
We've got all sorts. At the moment, we've got a taekwondo group, local group, who are demonstrating how to kind of do some serious kicking around. We've also got another local group called the Samba Bandits. Later on over the weekend, we've got some local performers, local R&B singer, Natea, who's actually going to be hitting the scene pretty big soon. So it's a real meeting. We try as far as possible to make sure that we're supporting local people.
Did it take you a long time to organise this sort of event for you?
Well, we work closely in conjunction collaboration with Northampton Borough Council. Matt Parsons and myself have been meeting up probably on a weekly basis since about June. We worked on the Golden Jubilee event first, got that out of the way. So really been working on it solidly since around about June. Like I said, Matt organises all the acts for us, but then we organise all of our stage shows and all of our actual outside broadcasts. Also, that our website, BBCI Northamptonshire, is got a big presence here. We've got the BBC bus that's actually come down from Humberside, so people can go on and actually have a go on our website. We've got 360-degree cameras here as well. There's a live one that goes out every morning between 6 and 8, and every evening between 6 and 8 to get all the balloon fireworks. So it's kind of big business for us as well on the online front.
What do you think to the festival as it's a collaboration between obviously the Balloon Festival and the town show?
I think it's working at BBC Radio Northampton, and it was actually quite hard work doing the town show, which was in July, and then you've got only a 4-week turnaround to be able to prepare for the one festival, really making it a big presence for us. I mean, we've invested a lot in the stage and obviously getting the bus down from Humberside, and it's just a lot easier to hear rather than two. Also, you know, there are so many acts here and there's a real variety, which I don't think you necessarily get if you've got the two shows, but you know, as long as local people are happy, then you know, we're quite happy to turn up to whatever.
Now, I'm short, but I'm really going to have to do this interview on tip.
Very well, thank you.
What's your name?
My name's Recycle Man.
Do you get? You got vertigo?
No, I'm
High up.
really.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
So tell me the purpose of your rather long legs.
Well, I'm here to promote recycling. So, and give everyone a real high. I'm here to just hand out bags, etc., and make people happy and make people aware of recycling.
Is it difficult?
Very difficult indeed. Sometimes it goes horribly wrong, but luckily there's always someone there to catch me.
How long have you been doing still walking?
About 2 weeks.
Seriously?
No, about 5 years really.
Yeah. Well, how did you get into it?
Well, I was just sitting around one day and I figured I just wanted to be higher than everyone else. So that was it really.
I think I might have to take it up myself actually, because I'm feeling really, really short right now.
Are you? You look marvellous. You don't look short at all.
Moving on to someone more my height, I spoke to Fiona Thompson, who was in charge of there as a representative of Northamptonshire County Council's Waste Strategy Department, and she told me the purpose of their stand at the festival.
We're encouraging people to recycle, so anybody who's got curbside collection at home, we're encouraging them to use that and put in their paper, cans and plastics into the containers that their council provides. If they don't have curbsables, perhaps to the supermarket, when they go to the supermarket, and use the bottle banks that are there.
How are you trying to educate people over the weekend?
Well, we're telling them about recycling, telling them about the local services that the council provides if they don't know, and helping them out with some ideas on what they could and couldn't recycle. If they're already recycling, we're encouraging them to compost or buy recyclable products as well.
So tell me what you can actually recycle.
You can recycle paper, that's an easy one obviously. You can also recycle some plastics, glass, that's the easy one, aluminium cans and steel cans. And if you're already doing all of that, then you can also recycle your garden waste and your kitchen waste by composting it or by taking it down to your civic community site, and it can be composted there as well.
Do you think people recycle enough in Northampton?
The honest answer, no, I don't. I think people could do a lot more, but equally I think the services that councils provide people can also improve, so there's scope for everybody to improve.
But ultimately, why recycle?
Because we can't continue to put all of our waste into landfill sites. At the moment, we put roughly 80% of Northamptonshire's waste into landfill sites. It's a huge amount of waste, about 300,000 tonnes a year, and we just cannot afford to keep doing that. It's a waste of resources, it's a waste of land, and we don't have enough land to do that continually.
Are you pleased with the amount of people that are gathering around your stand this weekend?
We are, with the help of our stilt walkers and our entertainers. Yes, we're getting good crowds.
Now, the festival is not just about modern-day businesses, organisations and people, because there's also representatives of the 17th century, of reenactors who spent the weekend living on the racecourse as our ancestors would have done in the 17th century. Julian Piercy told me just 2002.
Well, the primary aim is to get new recruits, but we're showing people what it was like to live in a military camp in the 17th century, various skills around you, and the military side as well. So just a taster of what a hobby can be like.
Tell me about your camp that you've got here. Do you actually live the whole weekend as you would have done in that era?
certainly during the hours of public, we would live as they would in the 17th century. All the cooking's done over open fires, all the modern equipment is cleared away. At the end of the day, when the public goes, some continue to live like that, and some will revert, as it were, to the sort of more static 21st century. Yeah.
What do you enjoy about this sort of reenactment?
The camaraderie, the noise, the thrill, and the enjoyment the crowd get out of a good display.
Tell me about what you were actually doing in the arena earlier. We saw you firing something from this gun.
No, we were just showing the public cleaning procedures of a 17th century bronze falcon, and just to give them some idea of the noise and the smoke and the sheer terror and panic. And I think if you were there, you'd have seen and heard people crying and screaming, and it's a good experience for everybody, I hope.
So this is the Falcon, this here.
Falcon, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about it.
It's made to a set of plans, German plans, 1617, from the Royal Armoury at Fort Nelson. The barrel's made of bronze. The barrel alone weighs 800 pounds. The limber and the trail are made of oak, ash and elm, and it's made as near as we can get it to the 17th century equivalent. The only thing that is different about it is that the powder charge we use is only 1/5 of the charge they would have used at the time. But,
Did you make it?
I wish. We had it commissioned. A group of friends of mine who got together, sold a couple of cars, and here it is. Here it is, and we're very proud of it. And the weather's very kind, the crowd are very friendly, and so far, no problems.
The crowd may have been friendly, but these next two gentlemen seem to dislike each other slightly. Century reenacting wasn't just about guns and loud noises. That was absolutely incredible, so now I think I'm going to find out just how they do it.
Choreographed, so it's a free fight based on existing martial technique. I've been working on Western swordplay for about 8 years. Russell, who I was fighting, has been working with, also do teaching seminars of Western martial arts.
So what makes you do things like this, the reenactment like we can see here today?
To be honest, in black, I'm a bit like a solar panel. It's really good fun, and because we have so much interest in what we do, it's nice to be able to share that information with people. A lot of people aren't familiar with the concept of Eastern side, so it's a chance to get out there and educate people and show people that what you see in Hollywood films isn't actually how you fight with a sword.
What do you think to the festival?
Brilliant, which has good points and bad points because it's getting very hot for us. On the whole, it's good. The people seem to be enjoying themselves. The crowd that we've spoken to seem to be having a really good time, so it's good. It's the first time I've been, so.
And I'm sure you want to get out of your uniform now because it must be absolutely baking. Is that wool?
Everything is wool apart from the boots, of course, which are leather. So go off and sit down and fall over and drink something cold would be good.
Well, I've had an incredible couple of days here at the Festival Northampton 2002 here on the racecourse, as well as an awesome balloon flight. Northampton have enjoyed the weekend here down on the racecourse. I have to say I'm absolutely shattered, so if you excuse me, I'm now going to bed. NTV's coverage of the